This is a series I'm only going to be able to do when I get home off the road. Not going to be able to do it all the time. Of course, I want fucking $5 battery. I'm not going to be able to do it all the time because I'm going to be on the road. I am, messing with my minivan, just part exchange and taking parts off it. I've swapped a lot of parts off of it, and I'm gonna start showing me doing that. I believe that me staying busy helps me keep my mind off my brother. It's my way of coping with it, and just trying to stay busy. I'm not giving myself much idle time. And so that's what it's what these little videos are gonna be about. I'm gonna put it on Patreon first. I don't know if I'm going to put it on YouTube because they could possibly get pretty personal. I don't know that yet. But where I'm heading up to now is the pawn shop. And heading to the pawn shop so I need two things. I need a light, a mechanic light that magnetizes to the vehicle, and I need a light, and I think I need to go to an AutoZone and get some brake clean, because I'm fixing something that's an oil leak, which is the oil filter gasket, housing gasket. So that's what these few parts, or these cuts of me doing certain things and everything like that is about. That's it. So if y'all are mechanically inclined and have anything you want to say under it, I am welcome to you saying it. Remember, I'm a novice part exchanger. I would never call myself a mechanic because I'm not one. And this is part of the do-it-yourself, buy used path that I'm staying on. Never buying a car new. Always figuring out how to, get by with a used car, cheaper ways. I'm trying to never go to a mechanic unless it's like engine and transmission stuff. When they start getting into the engine and taking the engine apart, it's a mechanic time. But as far as just taking parts off, putting it on, I'm gonna try to do all that. Try to do all my oil changes. I'm not interested in giving nobody no lump sums of money. I'm heading down a very frugal path. Flannels from the Goodwill. Only thing I won't cheap on is my boots. That's it. But everything else, I'm gonna try to get cheap secondhand or fixer-upper. Is the moniker I believe in, because I believe that truckers, they drastically overestimate their income, because the truckers of old, they were duct tape. They were duct tape demons, bro. They believed in secondhand everything. They believed in fixing everything yourself, and that's something we've lost in this buy it, throw it away era. And that's how those dudes made it through. That's how those dudes amassed big savings, because they never bought anything new. They drove old clunkers to the terminal. They lived in old ass houses that were easy to fix. They would go home and say, oh, I gotta go home because I gotta freaking fix the sink, or I gotta fix the boiler, or whatever they had going on. They didn't buy anything new. They knew that, or you make good money, but you're not up there, bro. Because your money directly, the energy output is directly connected to how much money you make. So your health is directly connected to how much money you make. So you're not in the position to really spend like that. So everything you're making is by the grace of Jesus and God that you're able to work. And that can stop, and it will stop at some day. So you're trying to set yourself up to be good for when either you don't want to do this no more, or your body will not allow you to do this no more. So you're trying to get the cheap house, pay it off. You're trying to get the cars, pay them off, keep them fixed up. You're trying to get everything you need for your yard and everything like that. Because once you come back and get a regular Securitas job or bus driver job, all you'll have to do is maintain. That was the plan they were going for, but now it's totally different. We're all trying to be business people and superstars and all this other type of stuff, and and we'll keep crashing and burning. It's not working. You know, that's what I believe, and that's what I'm going back to. That's what I'm going back to. So I bought all my tools from the pawn shop, except for my impact power tool, my impact wrench power tool. I got a nice one. You take the wheels off your joint and everything. So, all right, I got this for $5. It has a filament light. You really should go LED, but like $5, I'm sure I can still buy these bulbs somewhere. You can't beat it. $5. Now I have a light. Now I need to go get some brake clean. But we can get back into what I was saying before. It's one of them things where at some point we have to stop faking and acting like we have it like that. You know? Yeah, we do make a decent amount of money, but in the grand scheme of things, we don't. How people get ahead when they out Appalachia, Battle of Battery, and they work these type of jobs back in the day, and here in the days of old, and here goes my story. You know, your grandfather and everything did have a job, and he did own a house, and we always talk about, oh, back then they was able to own a house, and we say all this stuff, but no one talks about the fact that your grandmother sold your grandfather's jeans when he tore them. Sold the kids' jeans when they tore them. They believed in hand-me-downs. Kept the same church clothes for 10 years. Your granddaddy fixed the car and kept the average car keeping was 20 years. It's the other things they did to own that stuff. It's not just the fact that the country was better back then, and it was. It wasn't just that. They also lived a different culture than we live now. Now, if you talk to a young person, because I was coming up when they was going away, the Maytag man. Young kids don't know what a Maytag man is. They don't know what there was a person who fixed refrigerator, washer dryer, there was a TV tube man, there was a VCR man. Like, this stuff they fixed. They didn't rebuy. You hear me? They didn't rebuy this stuff. And the truth is, they were able to save money because they weren't buying shit 3 and 4 and 5, 6 times. They weren't buying cars within a 30-year marriage. They were not buying 7 cars, bro. They weren't. They weren't getting rid of their stuff. They weren't buying 2, 3 washing machines. They learned how to fix their stuff. And some of that also production was different back then because it was built in a way for you to be able to fix your stuff. But that's a whole other rant. How does this tie into trucking are you a DIY trucker? Do it yourself? Do you have the tools to get out there and do what you need on your own? And I don't mean when you're driving, I mean when you go home. You have the tools to put your own oil change on, fix your own stuff? Do you take your rim off and take it to the tire place or take it to the used tire place? Do you do these things on your own? Do you put your own sink in from Lowe's? You put your own cabinet in the bathroom from Lowe's? That's where I'm at. And I'm on a big tool buy. I've bought an impact wrench, a power tool. I've bought a impact driver drill for woodwork, for drilling screws. I bought a new drill, and I bought a circular saw. I got them all from the pawn shop for $90. You see what I'm saying? Now I gotta, in my garage, I have to get a workstation thing you put on the wall, hang all your stuff on, this little work platform and stuff. I don't got that, so I'm still on the floor working. I don't have no all that stuff, so it's still gonna be pretty brutal and everything. But that is what you have to do, bro. You have to start getting down and get dirty and taking care of your own freaking stuff. If you are caught up in the consumer mind state, you will be broke by default. You will be broke by default. There's no way not to be broke, because you're giving all your money away. There's no way not to be broke, bro. It's impossible. You're gonna be broke. Because everything you think to do and everything you need to do will cost money, cost credits. And I'm to the point now where it's like, I got my homeboy that works on my cars, and I work on my car. I'm not taking my car up to no place for them to charge me no $1,000 freaking dollars, bro. Oh, that's labor that I need to work on my own sweat equity and keep my credits. You know, that's what we start calling money now, because that's what it is. It's not money, it's credits. Like you're freaking watching a sci-fi movie and it's like, it's 50 credits. That's basically what we're on now. It ain't about cash no more. But that's a whole nother conspiracy theory, angry rant that y'all want to hear. All right, I'm pull up to the car place. Let me go and see if I can find me some brake clean, baby. This is my workspace right now. I do not have I need a thing to go on the back to where I can set all my tools up. I got most of these tools from the pawn shop. Got this ratchet set, a couple other miscellaneous ratchets, this box. I got all those power tools except for this one. This one cost me $160, but the rest of these I got for $90 from the pawn shop. And it's time to start taking off this thing. Let's see. Oh, here we go. So that is what we're taking off right here to get to the oil filter housing gasket. Oh. All right. See that? That cord coming off of the oil filter housing. I don't know if that's the VTEC switch thing. I don't know about that, but I know it has to be detached, so. Where are we at? You can see I have the solenoid off. I gotta take that gasket out of there. And all right, got the solenoid off, as you can see. I gotta get that gasket out of there. Put me a new gasket in there, and then I can get the housing off. It was a real BICH because this wire doesn't come out on this model. You're able to just reach up and pull the cord detector out so you can take the whole housing off after 05. I have a 04. So you have to do this in here. You have to leave it hanging, switch the thing, wash the ends, then try to rescrew it, and it's in a place that's a bitch. So that took me some time to figure out around that. I was just gonna rip it out and buy a whole new assembly, but it's like, no, try not to be wasteful here. So now that I got this off, I can take this off, the whole thing now. Okay, I got it off. According to people, there must be a break somewhere. And I need the one that has, when I go to the place, I need the one that has the filter and comes with the extra seal. The one for the solenoid. But it has to have a filter in there, so I'm going to take that with me. But somewhere this puppy is leaking. I don't know where. Out of this gasket. Yeah, so I'm gonna clean this up best way I can. I also gotta take the solenoid off because there's a seal under there too. So yeah, I guess I gotta take this off too. Whatever. Think about leaving that bitch on and just saying screw it, but I guess I can't do that. And I think I'm done. Got it on there. You know, let's get to the top. There we are. Got this hooked back up. Solenoid, this solenoid was a pain in the bee. I hope I got it tight enough. But all the gaskets are back on, all the connections are back hooked up, and now I just gotta start it and see if it leaks. I'll see if it, go ahead and start it. Yeah, it's not leaking. From somewhere else. Yeah, it's leaking from that thing. Y'all tell me what that is. Yeah, see, this is what I just changed. But it's leaking from that, which is a plug from here that goes from our gasket housing all the way to over here, and it's leaking from that thing, and I don't even know what that is. Well, I fixed one problem. The only thing I did, I changed the gasket on this, changed the gasket on the solenoid, and changed the gasket on this, which blocks up here, and now I'm seeing a steady drip from this, and it looks like this is just some type of a plug. Yeah, I don't know what that is. I'm gonna have to figure out what it is.